It's Pet Palooza Day at CBS 42, and I'm taking a look at the best dog parks in our area and what you need to know about dog park safety. There are several dog parks throughout our area, and each offers something unique. This is video of the Hoover Dog Park off Lock Haven Drive. Like most dog parks, it offers 2 fenced-in areas for large or small dogs. This park also offers obstacle courses. And on a hot day, your pup can take a dip in the creek that runs through the park. Remy's Dog Park at Red Mountain Park is another dog park in the area. You can walk one of the park's many trails or let your dog play in the fenced-in areas. There is even a fenced-in area for special needs dogs. One of the newest and most popular dog parks is Benefield Dream Dog Park at Veterans Park in Alabaster. The park is made of turf grass and also includes obstacle courses in the large and small dog areas. But Benefield also has splash pads made specifically for your dogs. You can find a list of dog parks in Birmingham and surrounding areas in this web article. But before you take your pet to a dog park, you need to know about dog park safety. I spoke with licensed dog trainer Rebecca Mason, who owns Love Them, Train Them. Mason says before you take your dog to a park, you need to know their play style.
Observing them with dogs that they already know, to know, are they a rough player? Do they like to jump on each other? Are they more of a polite player with lots of play bows?
Mason says it's important you evaluate your dog's temperament around other dogs before taking them to the park.
Before I would go to a dog park with my dog, I would have my dog play with friends' dogs who are of similar size. So that you can kind of get to know your dog and their play style with dogs that you know are friendly, that you know your dog gets along with. And if he can do well with, 2 or 3 dogs, then maybe you could do the dog park. But it really comes down to knowing what your dog is comfortable with.
Mason says familiarize yourself with the dog park before letting your dog off leash to play with others.
I think it's really important for dog owners to educate themselves about canine body language so that they know how to read their dog and how to read other dogs. Especially scanning the park before you go in to make sure that the play style of the dogs in the park matches your dog's play style, because not every dog likes to play the same way, and it can escalate if it doesn't go well.
It's important to know signs of aggression for the safety of everyone's pets.
Sudden changes in body language, shifts of the weight, changes from a relaxed, loose, happy, smiling, loose body to kind of more intense or freezing. That's not good. We need to get them out of there.
Mason says if you notice signs of aggression, you need to intervene.
It's really important to redirect your dogs if they start to become overstimulated and play a little too rough. And even if it's, unintended, they're just having fun, it can easily escalate. So calling your dog away, making sure you have a really good recall so that your dog will come away from the other dog, or just physically kind of removing them, leaving the park for a bit, maybe come back later.
Mason says follow the rules of the dog park, including separating large dogs from small dogs.
It's really important that the small dogs stay on their side and the big dogs on their side for the safety of both dogs. Some small dogs will become very threatened by a large dog getting in their space or leaning over them, even if they are just trying to have fun and play, because they are much bigger. They may not have experience with large dogs. They may have only met small dogs before, and that can be a scary new thing. And then for large dogs, some of them are triggered and want to chase small dogs. And of course, they can accidentally, injure them just in play because they're so much bigger.
And Mason says dog parks should not be the main source of socialization.
One problematic thing I see with dog parks is when owners try to use the dog park as the primary source of exercise or socialization for a dog who is under-socialized. Your vet or your friends or your trainer may say, well, we need to socialize your dog. That's not really the way to do it. Socialization is not just exposure, it's an art and a science, and it has to be done properly. And seeking out a professional to help you with that is a great thing to do.
Mason said you should exercise your dog before taking them to the park, and don't let them play too long so they do not get overstimulated. And always supervise your pet. Reporting in Birmingham, Cameron Edgeworth, CBS 42 News, local coverage you can count on.